Brendan's grandma, and I would like you to really consider giving us contact. My grandson means a lot to me. I have 8 grandchildren. He has a special place in my heart, though, because he has struggled so much to get where he is today. And even though he's in trouble, he's a good kid. We miss him terribly, at least, and me more than anything. I don't have any fears of him in any way, shape, or form. He is more helpful to me than anything. If this contact order stays in place, he's not going to be able to go back to work. We work together. We work at the same company, often working at the same sites. Brendan just needs a chance. He needs help.
A grandmother stands before Judge Simpson, begging the court to let her see her grandson. She says he struggled his whole life. She says he's a good kid despite being in trouble. She says they work together and a no-contact order would cost him his job. The judge listens, but before he decides, he wants to hear from everyone who loves this young man. What happens next in this courtroom changes everything for one family.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, please state your name for the record.
Brendan John Williams.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for sentencing. We did review the pre-sentence report, and we do ask that you adopt it. I also reviewed the, we reviewed the pre-sentence report. We don't have any changes. We did review the recommendation as well, and we ask that you adopt that recommendation.
And Teresa Clare on behalf of probation. Your Honor, the victims in this case, Donna and John Juggling, are present. I know that Donna would like to address the court. She would like the court to consider changing the no contact to no non-consensual contact. She is his grandmother. And there are also, his aunt is also present and a family friend that would also like to address the court if the court would allow them to.
All right. If you'll have a seat and I'll hear from whoever wants to say something to the court.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Can you first state your name and then you can tell me whatever you want to tell?
Donna Marie Jungling.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm Brendan's grandma, and I would like you to really consider giving us contact. My grandson means a lot to me. I have 8 grandchildren. He has a special place in my heart, though, because he has struggled so much to get where he is today. And even though he's in trouble, he's a good kid. We miss him terribly, at least, and me more than anything. I don't have any fears of him in any way, shape, or form. He is more helpful to me than anything. If this contact order stays in place, he's not going to be able to go back to work. We work together. We work at the same company, often working at the same sites. Brendan just needs a chance. He needs help. He needs to be able to pull things together. He needs the medical end of it as well. He's always struggled. I've done my best to get him the help he needs. I finally found a doctor that would put him back on meds to help with his ADHD and his anxiety. Clearly, and he has told me for the last month, they are not working. I haven't fought to get that changed because I was trying to get him into Dawn Farms for recovery, and they won't allow the meds that he was normally on. I know he needs help in every which way, shape, and form. All I'm asking is I need contact with him too.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Your Honor, next is his aunt. Oh, sorry, this is going to be family friend. Your Honor, this is Marie Ockard. No, sorry, she's married now.
Oh,
She
Hello.
wanted to say hello, but she's also here to support Mr.
Mhm.
Williams.
hello,
How are you, Your Honor?
I'm doing well.
Excellent news.
State your name again for the record.
Marie Elizabeth Zawawi.
Go ahead. What did you want to tell me?
I have met in my recovery journey many people who have the capacity and not the willingness and not the capacity, both ways. In his case, in Brendan's case specifically, he has a lot of people that really love him. He has a lot of support, a lot of assets he can avail himself of. Don Farms is also not the only program he has to go to. I cannot recognize my life now from last time I was in front of Your Honor. As we know each other very well. I've been sober for 2.5 years completely. Yes, it is so possible. And someone like this very intelligent young man has every opportunity to do well with the support. I think his family being able to interact with him in the way that they would like to is integral. I don't think I would have been able to without my mother, whom you said some very nice things to as well. His mother in particular, Nikki, was one of the most important people in my recovery journey. She was there for me on days when I didn't think I would make it through, to be totally honest, and I did. So I know that it can be very difficult, especially from incarceration, to feel like things get better, but they do, I promise. I've been trying to reach out to my contacts in the community to see what I can do for Brendan myself. I know that there's quite a few different places that we believe he can go avail himself of the services there. There's quite a lot in this day and age that is out there if you know about it, if you know how to access it, if you have perhaps a little guidance. Happy to help him get set up with a sponsor if he so chooses. If he doesn't, it doesn't just look like AA, NA. There's many different pathways to sobriety, and they're all legitimate. And I know I struggled for over half my life. Over half. This honorable judge has seen it himself. It is a completely different life, especially with the family starting, things like that. I know he has goals. I know he has the intelligence, and I believe that he has the willingness. I would really like to see him succeed.
Okay.
So happy to see you this way.
Yes, well, thank you. It's great seeing you. I don't often get follow-up from those that
And when I found out that Teresa is going to be his probation officer, I knew exactly how to help too also.
okay.
So I just like the court to know that we have been, as a collaborative team, really trying to assess the situation and find the best pathway forward. Because I do believe that in this young man's case, perhaps this is his rock bottom. I really hope it is, because it can get worse too. But I think he's got the capacity, and I believe that with the appropriate support, and as long as he remembers the willingness part, we can get there. Okay.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, what's your name?
My name's Christy Sarton, and I am Brendan's aunt. And I apologize, I didn't know I was speaking today, so I'm not prepared.
It's all right.
Brendan is a great kid. And I understand that he's 23, but for me, he's still a great kid. He is my nephew, and I love him like he's his son. I, like the rest of my family, have watched Brendan suffer and struggle with his ADHD, with his anxiety, and with the fact that we as a group did not teach him how to cope with these things, how to process his feelings, and how to become a stronger individual without relying on substances. Because that as a family is what we have all gone through. I believe that Brendan is at a precipice in his life where he has the ability to make great change. He recently found out that he is becoming a father. His girlfriend of many years is 12 weeks pregnant. Brendan did not have his dad in his life. I believe that it has affected the way that he has tried to find security and the way that he has tried to find peacefulness and feeling loved and accepted. Brendan was trying to get sober before these things happened. I had many conversations with him. I watched him get sick because he tried to quit drinking on his own and he couldn't. I have felt at a loss on how to help him. Even when he looked at us and said, I need help and I don't know how to do it, none of us knew how to do it either. I believe that Brendan needs to be held accountable for his actions, as we all do. But I ask that very respectfully, we look at the implicit need here, the need for help emotionally and mentally, and not just in a punitive way. And I ask that you consider removing the no contact order from my parents. Brendan has been all of our sons, and my mom needs him, just like the rest of our family does. Thank you for giving me time to speak. Thank you.
I will add, Your Honor,
How are you gonna add?
I know.
But go ahead, Ms. Maroney, take your best shot.
All of that was very moving to me. And many of his family members submitted letters on behalf of Mr. Williams during plea negotiations and things like that, which helped us get to this point. So he really does have, as the court can see here, but even more family members that are wanting to support him through this new journey in his sobriety.
Oh. Is that everybody on that side that wanted to say something?
Yes.
All right. And so, ma'am, who's sitting next to you?
This is Brendan's mom.
Okay, that's what I thought was Saturday.
Yes, sir. She's a little nervous to get up and speak. She loves Brendan very much.
She nervous because of me? No? All right. Okay, she of course doesn't have to say anything. All right, why don't we come back up? Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Maroney. Brendan, is there anything you want to tell the court? Or you understand what a big gift you have?
Yes.
Now, Brendan, is kind of interesting to me as I sit here every day and a lot of folks come into this court and they have nobody. Right? And I sit there after I sentence them to whatever it is, doesn't matter. They walk out of here or they don't walk out of here, whichever way. And I worry about them because I don't, once they leave here, I don't know sort of what they rely upon when things get tough, what they do, right? What it is about you, but for whatever reason, all these people seem to like you. Why is that? You know? You're gonna shrug your shoulders, you know darn well why. They love you and they care about you, and all they want is the best for you. Right? So after I do this, are you gonna be able to sort of work with them to try to get yourself on the right path?
Yes.
Funny thing about me, Brendan, is I remember everything. So when you tell me yes,
I know.
I'm gonna remember that. Okay. Um, On count three, it's just a sentence of the court. I'm going to place you on 18 months probation. It's $555 fines and costs, $540 probation oversight fees. Do you have any idea how you're going to get that paid?
Going back to work. Yeah.
Payment plan as arranged by probation. There should be no use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You're to complete a substance abuse assessment, follow all recommended treatment with status reports to probation. You're to complete a mental health assessment, follow all recommended care, including medication protocol. I'm going to order no assaultive or threatening or intimidating behavior. You're not to possess any weapons, firearms, ammunition, or anything fashioned to be a weapon. You're to maintain employment with proof to probation. I'll place you on a Scram Tether through community corrections. I'll order 365 days in jail. Credit for 42 that you've served. The balance is suspended with the Scram Tether placement prior to your release. I'll finish that sentence in a moment, or that sentencing in a moment. I'll go to count 4. 18 months probation, $455 fines and court costs. That will be on a payment plan. Probation comply with the terms that I've set forth in count 3. I'll order 93 days in jail, credit 42, the balance is suspended. On count 6, 18 months probation, $555 fines and costs. That will be swept into the payment plan. Comply with the terms I've set forth in count 3. I'll order 365 days in jail, credit 42, the balance is suspended on that count. You think I should allow contact?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, my grandma seems like she needs me, and I know I need her. Support is better than none. Like
Pardon?
I said,
What'd you say?
I said support is better than none.
Not sure what that meant, but that last phrase, I got the first one. And then you had 3 impressive women get up here and talk on your behalf. Amazing. Right? You had your grandmother up here talking about you, and just made it clear to me. I understood everything she was saying to me, that she needs you and you need her. Do you think you can do all of this by yourself?
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, no.
Probably not. I'll let you rephrase that.
Yeah, no.
Do you think you can do this all by yourself?
No.
No, you can't. Right? And so sometimes, like I said to the other young man here, you can be as old as you want to be. You can think you're as much of an adult as you want to be, but you're still just a kid. And later on in life, you know what, Brendan, the great thing about that is there are going to be times when that whole adulting thing becomes real hard that you're going to want to go back to being a kid. Everybody's been there. You want to grow up so fast, but then all of a sudden, that doesn't look great. Okay. That doesn't mean that you can't do the things that you want to do. But, you know, the thing that impressed me about your grandmother is all she really wants to do is she wants to help you. She just wants to guide you and just love you. That's a huge blessing. Right? Sometimes so I had to, you weren't out here, but I had to apologize to a dad today because I paid attention to mom because I like moms better, right? You weren't out here, and I really do like moms. The only thing I may like better than moms are grandmothers. So I just want to point that out, and I'm not saying that out of any disrespect. They're all of a high level. Brandon, I think you can do this. The important thing is sometimes I'm going to guess your grandparents going to tell you things you don't want to hear. You're just like any other kid. Do me a favor, when they're telling you that, realize that they're telling you all of that out of love. Take a deep breath and listen. Okay. And in that moment, you may not be able to even understand why they're telling you that. You may just think they're telling you that just to get on your nerves. Right? In those moments, just don't get angry about it. Don't just take it in. You may not at that moment be able to do anything with what they're telling. Right? But then here's the sad thing that happens, Brandon. Why you have to take it in when you have the opportunity. Because one day, you're going to run into the same problem, or you're going to run into a problem that's like it. And you're going to be trying to figure out what to do. And sadly, they won't be there with you. And the only thing that you're going to be able to rely upon is what they told you. And it may be that thing that you have to dig up that you said that didn't make any sense at the time. That all of a sudden is going to make a whole lot of sense. Follow me, young man.
Mm-hmm.
You're blessed to have those generations of women helping guide you. Take it in and use it. And I'm going to accede to Grandma's wishes. I'm going to allow consensual contact with both John and Donna. Okay? Got that? Now, what I mean by consensual contact is if they don't want you around, then you got to leave them alone. You can't have contact with them. All right? It's all on them as to whether or not there's contact. Understood?
Yep.
Okay, don't violate this.
Yep. I won't.
Ernie, anything further?
Nothing further from me, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, young man.
Judge Simpson's ruling. On count 3, 18 months probation, $555 fines and court costs, $540 probation oversight fees, payable through a payment plan arranged by probation. No star cohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. Subject to random testing. Complete a substance abuse assessment and follow all recommended treatment. Complete a mental health assessment, including medication protocol. No assault, threatening, or intimidating behavior. No possession of weapons, firearms, ammunition, or anything fashioned as a weapon. Maintain employment with proof to probation. Place on a Scram tether through community corrections. 365 days in jail, credit for 42 days served. Balance suspended with Scram tether placement prior to release. On count 4. 18 months probation, $455 fines and court costs. Payment plan. Comply with all terms from count 3. 93 days in jail, credit for 42. Balance suspended. On count 6. 18 months probation, $555 fines and costs. Payment plan. Comply with terms from count 3. 365 days in jail, credit for 42. Balance suspended. On the no contact order, Judge Simpson grants consensual contact with grandparents John and Donna Jungling. Condition: contact is only allowed if they consent to it. If they don't want him around, he must leave them alone. Judge's final warning: don't violate this. If you want more real courtroom moments where one decision changes the hearing, subscribe to Gavel Down, and tell us in the comments which moment you think mattered most in this episode.